Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, Darth Devious, bringing you another video review, this time from IGear. It's Mini Warrior 07 Veer. I do not have the packaging, I'm sorry. I got this, second hand, so there you go. And you see here's his tech spec. This card is actually pretty nice. Nice hard plastic. It's almost like a credit card. So you got a little diagram of, Veer, also known as Swerve. The color, everybody said that about the color already. It's off. It's way off. Should have been more red than this mauve, I guess, or whatever color that is. Alright. And his weapon doesn't really peg here. I'm actually getting stress marks there from trying to peg it there, but there really is nowhere else to store it in car mode. Visible head syndrome. Right. So there's not really much you can do. Oh, there you go. He rolls real nice. He's got nice chunky wheels. He almost looks like, what were those things when we were kids? I can't remember. They ran on batteries. I want to say Power Wheels, but they're not Power Wheels because those are the big ride-on cars. These were little cars. They were about this size. You put batteries in them. They had wheels similar to this. Alright. There you go. Like I said, my friend added Autobot symbols on it because I did get this from one of my friends at RetroCon. So, and he had another one here, which shows up more in robot mode. And this is a really fairly simple transformer, but there's some things here I'm just questioning. I don't know if maybe somebody knows the reason for it, can tell me, but let's see if I can transform him on camera here, because it's a little on the, everything's a little stiff and you gotta kind of move it and just pull things out, and there we go. The tabs on him are very, very sturdy, I should say. Ugh. But it's a simple transformation. I mean, it evokes the simple transformation of some of the G1 figures. You just flip his feet out, split his legs. You're gonna pull these out as far as you can and bring these down. And his shoulders are almost like the new IDW Bumblebee shoulders, where you got the big piece of the car hanging off. And one thing I don't understand, what is with this? You can't deploy it in vehicle mode. You can't, but you can show that off. You push this down onto his butt and you show this off in robot mode. I don't get that. If somebody knows the reason for that, let me know. Alright? One last thing to do is flip these missile launchers out. He's got missile launchers on his side. Hey, look, I got missile launchers. Alright. I think I got him. I think I got him transformed. There we go. Yeah. So there you go. Articulation wise, he's not too shabby. He's got swivel here. He can almost do a 360. Some junk gets in the way. He's got a joint here and a ball joint here, which is weird. I mean, that top joint's more for transformation, but it does serve a purpose if you're going to pose him. He has a waist. It's very tight waist. It's got a pin and socket at the hips and a cut. It's got a really good knee because of transformation, and the feet pivot a little bit, but they don't really need to. He pretty much just stands the way he needs to stand. Now he does have an alternate head. It's kind of hard to get going, but if you see, he's got a more G1. Zoom in. That's more like a G1 toy head. And you flip it back the other way, and you got a more cartoon head. And I actually like the cartoon head better. I'm going to keep it like that. Some nice details painted in here. Alright. Really cool. This isn't bad. If you can get it cheap, I wouldn't pay full price for it. But I didn't pay full price, so yeah, so he can hold his gun. It doesn't cause stress in his hand. On the only point you can put it on his back in car mode, it causes stress. So, you know, go figure. But that aside, this isn't a bad little figure. I mean, it's fairly simple for what it is. I'll give you a quick comparison. Here's a deluxe figure. This is, I know they're not in the same class, but, you know, here's Depth Charge. Collectors Club Depth Charge. And he actually is, I actually have him here. I'll grab him. The Classics Bumblebee fits perfectly in scale with this guy. So, I mean, these new mini warriors that have been coming out from IGear, this is the first one I've got. Other than I have the not Huffer and not Sea Spray, but they're tiny compared to these guys. Nicely in scale. Comparable in articulation. Comparable in ease of transformation. Not too shabby. Like I said, if you can get him cheap, get him cheap. Or get their gears, I think it was. I can't remember what he was called, Cogs or something. Get him. But this is still cool. I mean, I like experiencing a mold. So, just to be able to experience this mold is worth it to me for the price I paid. Which wasn't bad considering what it is. Alright, so I think you guys couldn't do too bad getting a little figure like this. Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up. I won't give it 2 thumbs up. It doesn't deserve that. But still, it's pretty cool looking. It is a decent representation. Problems aside, if you can find it cheap, get it. Don't pay full price though. It's not worth it. Alright? Alright. Be good.